As requested in this video, I am going to show you the setup if you would like to connect your Maonocaster E2 to a mixer for TikTok purposes. And just to give you a heads up, I cannot really show you how to go live on streaming on TikTok because I am not yet qualified to go live streaming on TikTok, as I am not really active on TikTok. But anyway, at least you will find out what's the setup to connect your Maonocaster E2 to mixer and then to go to TikTok. Without further ado, let's get started. And now let me show you the cables we will be needing in this setup. So this is the Maonocaster E2, this is the mixer I will be using, this is the device I'll be using to go on TikTok, this is the device I'll be using as a source of my background music. You don't need to have two microphones on here, you only need one if you want. I just wanted to show you what would be the difference of the audio if you use a dynamic microphone or a condenser microphone, and that's why I need this 2 XLR cable on here. But again, if you have one, then you need only one of them. And from here, these are just options. So if you don't have this one, so this is 6.35 millimeter jack to 3.5 millimeter jack, then you can use this other one. So this is audio video RCA to 3.5 millimeter jack. You can also use the other one, the TRS or 3.5 millimeter to RCA, so just that one. Anyway, for this cable, we will only be using that one. We will not be using the yellow one for video. So again, if you don't have this one, then your other option is to use this one here. Now this earphone here, I will use this one to monitor the audio. This 2 TRS on here, this normally comes when you buy a Maonocaster E2. It's up to you if you want to use only one, that is to connect your Maonocaster to the device you want to use for streaming or recording. And then the other one, I will be connecting the background music to here. But if you prefer to connect them using Bluetooth, then you can. You don't need this one, so you only need one of them. And this lightning audio adapter, I always need this one because this phone here doesn't have a headphone port, so I will need this one. And now let's start the connections. First, I'm going to be connecting these microphones on here. Okay, so maybe I will connect first the Maono microphone. Okay, so I will connect the condenser microphone to line 1 or mic 1. And then I will connect the dynamic microphone to mic 2. And now I will connect the mixer to this Maonocaster E2. So first option, let's use this one here. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, we will only be needing the RCA. So we will connect this one to here, to the one that says rec out. Okay, so red to red and white to white. Then the other end, we will connect this one to the mic 2 on here. So the one that has a 3.5 millimeter jack, so again, mic 2. And now to connect the earphone, I'm going to connect this one at the bottom of this console, so it's just over here. I'll connect this one there. And now let's connect the Maonocaster E2 to this device. Okay, so from here you just select if you want to connect it to live 1 or 2 or output 1 or 2. Let's connect it to the one for live 1 or output 1. And then the other end I will connect to here first and then to here. If you will be using an Android device, the other end you can connect it directly to the headphone port of that device. And now this device here, I'm going to connect this to this Maonocaster E2 as my background music. Just connect one end of this TRS, the headphone port of this device, and then the other end connect to here to the one that says aux in. Okay, so the one right there, aux in. There you go, we're all set. We'll use this one later. Okay, there you go. So as I mentioned earlier, I will not be able to show you the live streaming on TikTok because I am not yet qualified to go live streaming on TikTok. So what I will be doing is I will be doing some recording. Here, as you notice, I turned on already the mixer, and as I showed you earlier, the condenser microphone is mic 1, and then the mic 2 is the dynamic microphone. As to my settings on here, my gain is 9 o'clock. For the condenser microphone, it's up to you to play around whatever type of a mixer you have. And the compressor, I'm setting it at 9 o'clock for this one. And my high, mid, and low over here, I'm just gonna set them all at the middle. But for sure, it's up to you, whatever is your preferred vocals. By the way, do not forget, because we are using a condenser microphone, make sure your phantom power is turned on from your mixer, otherwise your condenser microphone will not work. Okay, and now my mic 2 on here for the dynamic microphone, what I will do is I'm going to maybe increase my gain here, maybe at 10 o'clock. And my compressor is also at 9 o'clock. And I will do the same thing, high, mid, and low. I'll set them all at the middle. And maybe this would be higher. I'm going to increase this one later if I have to. And so it's up to you, whatever type of mixer you have. There should be effects on there somewhere for you to adjust. And the main volume for this one here is this one, the stereo. Now, as I showed you earlier, this mixer is connected to the mic port of this Maonocaster E2. In that way, we can also use the effects of your vocals using this Maonocaster E2. So that means we can also use, aside from the effects from the mixer, you can still use the decay time, the depth, or the reverb from this Maonocaster E2. And if you want to use, let's say, the voice changer from here, you can also use that because the mixer is connected to the mic port of this Maonocaster E2. If in case you wanted to connect it through the aux in of this Maonocaster E2, you will not be able to use the reverberation or the reverb effect of this Maonocaster E2, and you will not be able to use the voice changer. So that's why we connected the mixer to the mic port of this Maonocaster E2, so you can use all the effects that you can use from this device. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start my recording over here. I know I can only record 3 minutes, so at least I think that should be enough for you to be able to check the difference of using the condenser microphone and then the dynamic microphone. Okay, so here I have prepared already the background music, and to control the volume of your background music, you can just find or locate the volume control of that device. Could be an iPhone, could be a laptop, it could be an iPad or tablet. Okay, so something like that. Because we connected it to the aux in, so again, the volume control of this background music is from the device itself, and also from here to the one that says aux in, because that's where we connected our background music. Okay, and now I'm gonna start my recording now on TikTok. Okay, so I'm gonna start recording, and I will be sharing to you also the audio output coming from this TikTok. Okay, so I'm gonna use first this condenser microphone. Okay, I'm gonna start now, and I'm gonna play the background music from here. And by the way, I had set my depth here maybe at 1 o'clock, as well as my decay time to 1 o'clock. And the reverberation are mostly from this mixer. So it's up to you, whatever is your preferred settings. You should test them out and play around and pick whatever is your preferred vocal. And friends just can't be found like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled Okay, there you go. And this time I'm going to try the dynamic microphone. Okay, and dynamic microphone, as I showed you earlier, I will be increasing the volume because the dynamic microphone is not as powerful as the condenser microphone. So I am setting it at maybe 11 o'clock. When you're on the street, when the evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. When darkness comes. Okay, there you go. So let me stop this one from here. Okay, there you go. So as you notice, it did work. Let me just remove all my reverberation. Oh, accidentally turned on that one. Okay, there you go. So again, that should be your audio output. And for example, you're not doing for singing, maybe for talking or podcasting type of thing or DJ type of thing. Just remove all the reverberation and then talk as you like. And if you want to add some background music while you talk, the only difference is you will be doing the volume control manually. Okay, let's play this one again. Okay, there you go. So you can talk and talk as you like, and you can manage or control your background music volume from here. So something like that. There you go. Okay, so let me stop this one now from here. Okay, and this time let me show you quickly how to use this other chord that I showed you. Pretty much all the settings should be the same except this one here. So I will be removing this one now, the RCA from here. And then this one is connected to here, to the aux, to the mic port of this Maonocaster E2. So we will just have to remove it. Okay, so this one here, this is the microphone port. So I'll remove this one. And then I'll connect this one instead. So the audio output would still be the same. Everything would be the same. So this time, connect this 6.35 millimeter jack to stereo out. And then the other end to, again, the mic port of this Maonocaster E2. Okay, and now let me do recording again so I can share to you the audio output using this one here. Okay, I'm going to start my recording now over here so I can share to you also the audio output and to show you that it did work. Okay, I'm going to start recording over here. There you go. So the audio that you are hearing right now is from recording on my TikTok. So right now, let me add some effects to my vocals using this condenser microphone. There you go. And I'll add some reverb. Oops. I accidentally again pressed the auto-tune over here. And by the way, you can use the voice changer on here, as I mentioned earlier.
There you go. So if you want to change your voice, you can use that. There you go, sound check.
And then to the other side, it will give you the female voice.
Sound check, testing 1, 2.
Okay, there you go. And now let's just use the original voice. Okay, and now let me add again some reverberation over here. Okay, there you go, sound check, testing 1, 2, and you actually have the option if you want to use the reverberation over here or just the mixer on here, so it's all up to you. That is, in my opinion, it is an advantage if you have the mixer because you have lots of options, you can control more to your vocals rather than if you only have the Maonocaster E2. Okay, let me give you a short sample again using this condenser microphone and with this cable stereo out from here to connect to the mic port of this Maonocaster E2. I will lay me down. Okay, there you go. That is all I can share to you pretty much. What I'm trying to point here is however many microphone ports you have there, that's how many microphone you can use on your TikTok recording. As you notice, I turn off or set them to zero all the reverberation, and that's why my vocals right now is flat without any effects on it. And there you go. That is all I can share for today. Thanks again, guys, for watching. If you like this type of video, please give it a like. And if you want more of this type of video, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you are always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe, and until next time.